getting up to do this, but I guess I have to because I need to get some light on my camera. I was so warm and cozy where I was at, but I'm about to move around and turn on the light. So give me just a second as I get up. Yes, I'm in my car. Not the car says no key detected, but the car just started. Okay. Anyway, so let's get straight into it. I'm put my blankie on because it's a little chilly right now. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Euphoria tapping in. Things just got really weird really quickly, but I'll explain. Okay, things just got really weird really quickly. Not the car is like going slow. Like, I'm like, why the temperature just stopped going up? All right, so let's get straight into it. So it's your girl Euphoria tapping in, and I had some incredible news to share with you guys. They're still in the process of getting me in my apartment. And I'm still in the process of learning what the heck it is I'm going through spiritually right now, because something is not sitting right. Okay, we're on I think this is day 271 of evolving into a starseed. Yesterday I spoke on individuality and being one's divine self, right? Working on the highest capacity of who you are and unlocking that so that you can understand how your soul is meant to contribute to the collective, your individual soul, right? So yesterday, instead of taking my off day to kick it with my friend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, I took time to really focus on myself, because I felt like I'm always so overstimulated by everyone else that I never get the chance to really sit with who I am. I mean, of course, I go back to like when I was a kid and, you weren't focused on individuality and stuff like that, like what I naturally gravitated towards. And that was things like rollerblading, hula hooping, things of the sort. Things which I did not do yesterday, of course. But also the main thing is, I remember I used to love to walk around with no shoes on. I hated shoes. I'd be on the concrete streets of DC, Northwest, walking around no shoes on every single day. Without a without a doubt. Like, that was just my life, right? So I would just simply walk around in the streets, no shoes on, chilling. And yesterday, as I really focused on getting to my individual self and being in my own space so that I could really unlock what I wanted to do with my spirit for the eternity of my existence, like until the day I space up out of here, what do I want to do? What do I want to bring to the collective? Um, I fell on a moment where my friend called me, my significant other, and they were like, "You miss me?" I'm like, I don't know. I kind of enjoy being by myself today. And I think they took that offensively. I hope not, but I think that they did. And I don't know if that's because they have an unhealed wound, unhealed trauma of the sort, something like that. I'm not sure. Now, the beauty in this all is, like I said, I took this time to be alone so that I could really focus on self. But more importantly, I thought even deeper, like, okay, why would if and I had to think about myself. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't mind being alone. Like, I didn't mind going away from the house and looking at a hump of dirt and just playing in it. Like, I see what looked like sand or anthill, and I just play with that dirt in the rain. I sit out and play in it, or I go to the park and just swing on a swing by myself. I like to do a lot of activities that allow me to be individual, even though surrounded by people all along. So when it got to this point of like asking myself, like, okay, so do you want to be around people or do you want to be alone? Like, do you want to get a house by the countryside or do you want to get a house or an apartment and be around a bunch of people in your neighborhood? Right? And the first thing that I thought of was, nine times out of 10, knowing me, I genuinely like solitude. I get overstimulated by too many humans at times. And it's not that I'm like anti humans, anti this. It's just I've always wanted to be alone because I was the oldest of five, and as soon as I was two, I had two siblings. They were born the same year. Like I never really got that chance to be with my mom alone or be with myself alone, and I never really had my own bedroom. I always was sharing a bedroom with somebody else. So I think me growing up, I had so much overstimulation that when I got older, it's like I really just enjoyed the peace and solitude. Now, of course, at the point in time in your spiritual journey where you're now required to be attached to a mate because you no longer have your parents attached to, because your parents can't technically pass until you have someone else to be glued to. I've learned that in a spiritual journey, like your parents cannot go anywhere until you have someone else to latch on to. Because essentially, life is all about living in the womb of someone, right? So with that being said, I feel like your parents stay around until you find someone who reminds you of them. And essentially, I called myself building myself out a safe space for me and getting in touch with my womb because it's things that I don't want to expose right now because I'm in fear for, like, if I do expose them, that they might not go the way that I expected. But at this point in time, it's like, just share it because it's like, what else could happen, right? So there's this scare that I could potentially be pregnant on this journey right now. And I then did some metaphysics that I probably shouldn't have done. Because, I always tap into my own third eye. I'm like, where am I at consciously? Like, where am I at spiritually? Where am I emotionally? Um, what level is my consciousness at? Like, Sierra's third eye. Let me tap into my third eye and where is it at? And then I'll sometimes feel like myself, like, raise up out of something and, like, go into a space where it's like literally no pain in my body at all. Like, oh my God, my body feels free from pain, feels free from anguish, feels free from, like, I can feel what's trying to pull me down on in my, like, right now, something is heavy in my root chakra and it's so achy. Right? And with me being able to do that, like, I'm able to really, like, fight spiritual battles in that sense. So I did that, but I did that with this potential embryo that's coming into this world. I'm like, so if I'm here and I have a child, does the child have a third eye already? And I thought about, so what's the embryo's third eye doing? And that's when things just start out of nowhere getting really, really weird. It got super hot. My son started calling me a bunch. My mom is in the background. I feel her energy trying to, like, overbearingly access me. And it's just like, get the fuck away from me. I think this is why spiritual people keep their pregnancies and their lives sacred. Because when people realize there's a new embryo coming into the world, they want to infiltrate it as soon as possible. So for me, I think also my need and my want for being alone also stems even back into the womb, right? Because I remember yesterday I was saying something about how I felt like it was something, like, wrapped around me and it's like this cord that was pulling me. And I was like, you don't think that could be me tapping into consciousness of me being pregnant with the newborn child? Like how, and I started thinking like, how do spiritualists really handle their pregnancies? Like, do you get so deeply involved in your pregnancy to the point where you can like channel what your embryo's doing as they're growing? And then like, it's just so many different layers of spirituality really occur to me just off the strength of me like potentially realizing that I'm pregnant. We're on day 4 of a missed cycle. And even now, like I felt like I just had like 20 loads of shit piled on top of my third eye. I just cut through it. And like my forehead feels so much lighter now. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I called my significant other after me, you know, explaining that I felt good being alone. And I happened to watch somebody's video. They said, all skin folk ain't kin folk. I don't want to necessarily link up with you. I don't know. You could be the devil in the flesh, da da da. And I'm just like, damn. I considered like that idea, like, dang, all skin folk ain't kin folk. Cause like, you know, back to slavery days, there was people who looked like us that turned us into people just so they could get more freedom. And it made me think about things that have happened to me along my spiritual journey, how people have literally like pulled me down just to get ahead, pull me or turn me into somebody, you know, gave somebody access to me just so they could move forward in life. Like even a few of my exes, like, okay, I'm gonna let these people do whatever they want to. Instead of being a man and protecting you, I'm gonna just shut up and turn my face the other way while they do whatever they want to your body just so I can get a pass. Like, I started to think that a lot of men date women that are high ranking spiritually just so they could take them to other people, allow them people to access that woman's womb just so they could get a higher ranking position in their job. I believe that's literally how people become famous and everything else and how the world works. Excuse me, sorry guys. So with me discovering all of this, I started really like trying my best to protect my womb, but it's like I don't know how to fully do so because no one ever taught me how to protect my womb. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. And as I feel like all this stuff is raising up out of my throat chakra and all this stuff is raising up out of my body, that felt like it was tying me down. Like, y'all even hear the change in my voice. Like, something was literally spiritually attached to me and attacking me. And like I said, I was in that space where dude was like, I don't want to be attached to you, da 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 da, whoop de whoop, wop de wop. But then after watching the video, I started feeling like my spirit was like sinking out of nowhere. I started feeling like my whole body caught fire. I'm like, am I feeling what my potential partner was feeling who might have been spiritually connected to me? Am I feeling something that this person potentially did to me individually? Then I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning or 2:43 in the morning, and I seen that person who video I had saw had just liked something on my page. So I'm just like, am I being spiritually watched? Now before I went to bed, I started feeling like something was going on. So I'm like, I started looking outside of myself and like raising my awareness of like me and how like I could just pull things in towards me, not necessarily absorb people's energy. Like it's something I had never done before. So I'm like, I'm really practicing what I'm doing for the first time. Like people probably thought I was skilled at it or something. I'm like, am I being spiritually attacked right now? Am I being spiritually like given space and grace right now? Like what is this that's going on? So I started looking over top of the people's head because I always know that like somebody spiritually attacking me, I could just look over top of their head and see how they're attacking me. And I'm like, okay, so if they're doing that to me, then let me just go ahead and just, you know, go, okay, so he knows him and then he goes to him and I just went to him. I'm like, you know, am I good? Like, is there something that I need to be worried about? Here's who I am, you know? And then I just got this, I guess, permission to just like wrap around everything, just pull it in and just be like, but not pull them in, but like pull the attacks in so that the attacks will stop. Like what I imagine is my energy went around everything and like pulled the negative energy and then like was able to alchemize it and turn it into just peace is what I imagine I was doing. Now to them it might have looked different. I don't know. But then after that, that's when all that hot flashing started. Next thing you know, my mom was like in the background talking to my son. She's like, yeah, well, my report cards are, they go to Grandma Sandy's house, right? And da da da. And I had went to my grandmother's house to go get $20 because I'm like, I need to get a pregnancy test. I need to figure out if I'm pregnant. Like, I don't want to wait till payday. Come to find out, I got paid, but remember I went to jail last weekend, so I missed out on 2 to 3 days of work. So I got paid, but then my account was still negative because I paid my cell phone bill. So I'm just like, what is all this? Then I thought back to my potential significant other, and I'm like, they just got paid through their situation, and once again, I wasn't able to rely on them to take me out on a date, even. Ask me if there's anything on my car that need to get fixed. Ask me if I was hungry for anything. Take me to get my toes and my nails done. Take any financial burden off my back. And I realized, like, I could potentially be bringing life into this world by this person. And they haven't. And I know that they had to use their money to get their car together, which I appreciate. But it's like, anytime that I got paid, oh, come on, let's go get my weed. Come on, let's go get the whole reason I went to jail was because of the day we went to go get their weed. And they snatched my hat off my head and we got into an argument. And I called the police. I'm like, bro, you keep putting your hands on me. You keep following me. I just want to walk away right now. And like, just give me, like, you could sit in the car. Just let me walk away right quick. Because I need to get this off my chest. I just feel some kind of way. Like my throat, I just don't, you just did that and it's throwing me off. And I called the police and they said I had a warrant out for my arrest. And the warrant was because of a false statement that police had coerced that person to make when the same situation happened before. I tried to put them out my car because they called me a worthless bitch and all this other stuff. And I should have known back then to never lay down with this person again and allow them to potentially get me pregnant again. But I did. And I'm taking accountability for that. Because in this spiritual journey, you got to go through the shadows of yourself in order to also find yourself too. It's not gonna always be rainbows and sunshine and cupcakes where you're just gonna have these moments of like, oh my God, I learned how to do this spiritual protection ritual, or I learned how to find these people who are gonna protect me forever. It's like you gotta go through the ugly parts of yourself too. Like I'm going through 9 months of homelessness. This was the only person that reached their hand out to me and they treated me like shit. But it had to make me realize, like, and look at the people who got me out here, like my own family. Like, okay, y'all put me out the house because of something that y'all did. Like, y'all can't see what I see. And y'all allowed me to be in the streets. Then y'all found out this person was doing these things to me. And y'all still never granted me a space in y'all's home to be protected from this. Y'all continued to allow me to go through this. Almost as if y'all was praying that this person could just stomp me out to a pulp and just get me to be so weak and so submissive to everything. Look at the car starting. To everything that y'all have been attempting to do to me since I had my spiritual awakening. That I would just give up on life. But I'm like, if y'all been sitting here fighting a spiritual battle for however long y'all been spiritually woke, what would make you think that? They're like, oh, this is your initiation. I don't know what they thought, right? Because it's like the person had even asked me at one point, like, why the fuck don't you just die already? But this was the only person that was treating me halfway nice. So you got to understand, me, even a person who has boundaries and has like self-worth, this is the only person that's calling me every day. This is the only person that's texting me every day. And I'm like, maybe they just going through stuff because they got their own situation that they going through. So I'm seeing a reflection, but maybe it's just a karmic twin flame. But I got to learn something here. And I learned something. But now here I am, fast forward to today and yesterday. And it's just like, I'm potentially pregnant by this person. I've been off my cycle for days now. And the only reason I went to jail is because of this person and what they allowed the police to coerce them to do. One thing about me, I will never allow the police to tell me to lie on a person. If I know that I was fucked up and I did something to that person, I ain't gonna tell them, nah. Like, I don't want to make a statement. Just take me home, sir. I'm good. I'm good. Just take me home. I know I was saying like some wild shit to this girl. Take me home. I would take that shit on the chin and just go home. But I guess maybe there's something that he's spiritually battling, because every time I talk about him, it make me feel like it's a hole in my chest, like something just. And then y'all be leaving off the platform and stuff, and now all the viewers is gone. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's something going on spiritually there that I'm not aware of. And I want to say this to communities, because I don't know what this person is going through, and I don't want someone else like me who, even though I was going through something, I don't want something like this person to come and disturb you from your journey towards self. Maybe again, it's a mirror, and it's just like me not being able to dissociate the fact that we all going through it at the same time. But it's like, I be around people who don't make me feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I be around people who also going through their spiritual journey who don't make me feel like I got a gaping hole in my chest. Who don't make me feel like I can't talk without stuttering. So I know that that's not the case. I know it's not just a me thing. So I'm just saying this to other people, just make sure y'all safe. Be careful who you around. And to imagine that there's potentially a seed from this man growing inside of me right now. Hey, love. And then for people to possibly articulate in their brains that I'm trying to stalk this person down, snatch this person's personality, steal their platform, steal their shine. It's like, this person called me and called me every day. Even the day when, like yesterday, I took the day off and I'm like, let me just mind my business, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me. Like, why am I missing my period? I never miss my period. Like, is it spiritual? Is it really a pregnancy? What's really going on, so that I can make sure that I'm moving appropriately in my life? Did you miss me? I'm like, I actually kind of enjoy being by myself today. I wanted to spend some time. And it's like, you see, every time I talk about them, I just start, my voice is just. And it's like, I'm not saying nothing bad about them, because it might not even be them. It could be energies around us that are doing something to them, because they don't want, maybe we really are twin flames, and maybe people, it's like they say the twin flame soulmate journey is straight up fucked up, because everybody will come against your relationship to make sure it doesn't work. But it's really truly meant to be. And that's why I'm not trying to judge it, and that's why I stay around, because it's like, it could be something way deeper and way more spiritual than I could even imagine. Your soulmate wouldn't treat you like that. Your soulmate wouldn't talk to you like that. But it's like, if everything's a mirror, and off bucks, I'm judging a person like, what the fuck do you want from me? Why wouldn't that person also look at me like, so what the fuck do you want from me? Every time I come around you, I get sleepy. Every time I come around you, I get sleepy. Because we both like trying to size each other up and be the leader in the room. So instead of us just melting and meshing into each other naturally like you should do in a relationship, because we've been through so much trauma, both of us separately, we inadvertently try to be like this, but the magnetism between us is pulling the energy out of the both of us, so we both keep getting drained, and each person keeps trying to get the higher position in the situation. And I say this to say, like, again, this person has said some wild shit to me, things I would never say to no human. Hurry up and die. Why haven't you died yet? What's going on? You ain't worth shit. You less than 50 cent dollar bitch. Like, you can't even help me get my money back. Like, shit like that. And I'm like, but I had to remember, I also was looking at this person sideways too. Like, oh, your room dirty. Why you always calling me? Where your car at? Like, so maybe that was a reflection of what I thought about them. And it wasn't a self-worth thing. It's really like a reflection of like how I was viewing them as how they were viewing me, but they were just vocalizing it to me, which is triggering me to really like assess the situation. Like, am I truly in a better situation than them? Do I truly have my life more together than them? But then also leading me to focus on this person more than I'm focusing on myself. So that's why yesterday when I took the moment to introspect, I was like, when they asked me if I missed them, I'm like, not really. I kind of missed myself. But if that self is myself to a degree, it's like, because the thing is, we both don't have our own place. I'm homeless, but they live with their parents. What's the difference? Of course, I'm almost getting my place. My voucher's on the way, and they're telling me, like, okay, everything's secure. I signed paperwork, woo, woo, woo. Inspection dates are coming up. But it's like, we don't necessarily have a healthy relationship because no one has that place to really chill. And it's like, as soon as I give money, I give. Like when a person called me, I had $7,000 with no bills. Like I was like really up, paid off a few credit cards, was getting myself back together. And as they called me, and it's like they weren't together, and I just kept pouring into them. And it's like, for them to turn around and try to call me worthless was crazy to me. And every time I got paid, I sit there and just pour into them. But this like, my journey is to learn self-love. Whereas everyone else around me, their journey is to learn how to love, because no one's going to love people like how I love people. Okay, I'm so happy that the stream allowed me to come back on. My phone had died and I had to get it back on the charger just to get back on here. Shoot, I wish my phone holder was still actively working. But yeah, I don't know what just happened. But even how I feel now, like I just feel like, because then after that situation happened yesterday where I got overheated, I tried to call the person and I felt really hot again and they didn't answer the phone. And I was just like, dang, like that's crazy. Then somebody drove into the parking lot and started acting all weird. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so when I drove off and I drove to my grandmother and I told her, I'm like, bro, I need $20. I need to figure out if I'm pregnant or not. And I peed on the early pregnancy test and it said not pregnant. However, it's only been 3 days, and I know that when I was pregnant with my son, I took endless pregnancy tests, and they all came back negative. Even the hospital's blood test came back negative at 2-3 weeks for me. So around the same time I got tested with my first son, and the test came back negative. So for me, I still don't know, because like, I think it wasn't until week 5 that I went to the hospital and they're like, yeah, we see that she's pregnant. But then they did a sonogram and they was like, yeah, we don't see anything. We just see a fetal pole. Kind of like how I just looked on YouTube. There was a couple that had quintuplets, 5 babies. And they could see like the yolk sacs and stuff, but like only one baby had a heartbeat. But they ended up, all 5 kids ended up like making it in their mom's tummy, and they have 5 babies from one pregnancy. But she had got her sonogram at 5 weeks, just like I did. So I think it wasn't until like something happened to me maybe a few weeks after that, like 2 weeks after that, I went again. And that's when they confirmed, like, yes, here's your son. You can see him. And I'm so sad because in storage, all of my sonograms got lost. Because my family, who I claim that they love me so much, they did not assist me the way that they promised. Like, I'll pay for your storage unit, da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. All my stuff is lost. Baby pictures, sonograms, stuff from the hospital, all of that gone. And I swear, like, again, they did all of this to either break me down mentally and spiritually, or to make me, I guess, let go. I really don't know. But it's like, I could tell by the way that they manipulate and the way that they throw energy and the way that they be saying certain stuff. Like, maybe it's supposed to make me stronger, but their intention really is to break me down. But, God intention is for me to get stronger through it, How somebody might really, they don't realize that they're part of God's plan, even though they think they're doing the devil's work. I think that's what this season is about. Even the ex, like, maybe he was trying to do the devil's work, but still didn't realize he was still a part of God's plan for my life. All I ever wanted to do was see this person get better. I'm like, okay, you don't even use your credit. Like, get a prepaid credit card. You can get your credit score up to like an 800. You could buy a house in no time. Get your business LLC, get your EIN number, get your Duns and Bradstreet number. Okay, use those numbers to go get business credit lines, net 30 accounts. Use those net 30 accounts to, come up with A, B, and C, X, Y, Z. In 3 months, you'll be able to apply for major credit cards, $250,000 each. You'll have $100,000. You'll have $1 million before the end of the year. He just didn't want to listen to nothing I had to say. Mr. Wilson, I'm going to politely ask you to shut the fuck up because no one said that I was perfect. You coming in late on the live, like, no one said I was perfect. I literally just admitted to sleeping with somebody that I know I had no business sleeping with and potentially being pregnant by them right now. Just shut the fuck up. I really hate people that troll. Like, if you have nothing nice to say, get the fuck off my page. Fuck you. Matter of fact, I don't have time to even invest in your existence. I'm going to just put you in timeout. Like, I don't have to listen to you. If you don't want to listen to what I have to say, you can take your happy grain ass to another room. There's so many other people's lives to go be on. Take your energy, frequency, currency somewhere else. Because it's not appreciated here. Thank you. But see, like, that negative right there will just teach you to just put up a boundary. Like, you don't have to deal with that. Just take your fucking butt and then mute that person. Like, why are you even feeding into that? So people think that they're doing the devil's work. They really be a part of God's plan every time. Every time. Excuse me. And the more that I analyze that fact, it makes me not down about my situation. Just like, it makes me look at my situation and be more along the lines of like, wow, I know I'm better than this. Why am I still here? Well, it's because it's part of God's plan for you to be here. The devil might have tried to drag you through hell, but God's intention was to show people that you can make it out so that you can inspire other people to get out in a timely manner. Sometimes when you don't want to listen, you do have to take advice. Sometimes when you think you know better than somebody else might know better than you. It's funny because everything I told that person about business credit and all of that, they never listened to me. But as soon as they went out of state, somebody told them the same exact thing. It took him hearing it from another man to believe anything I said. And I guess that's for him and his spiritual journey to realize, like, sometimes your girl actually do got your best interest at heart. It's just she's trying to grow you in ways that your mother never took the initiative to do. So you're not able to receive it. Rich and Divine Risings, guys. Top of the sun, good morning, whatever you subscribe to. So I guess that's in his journey to realize, like, the person that you're next to is going to know more than you. And sometimes you do have to let your masculinity be something that is not something that you use to control, but something that allows you to protect. And you protect people by sometimes listening to what they have to say, taking their advice, seeing if it works. Because it'd be better to try it and see it work than to not try it and lose out on opportunity, right? It'd be better to consider somebody's opinion and consider how somebody is saying that you make them feel versus not listening to them and losing them, right? So when he asked me yesterday, he said, "Do you miss me?" And I said no, and that made him feel some kind of way. And the first thing he probably did was call another bitch versus sit with himself. That should show me his maturity level and how willing he is to do his work. But if I'm potentially pregnant by this person, it's just a slap in my face to make me remind myself, like, didn't you learn this lesson already? So I do it again. But again, devil's work, God's plan is what I'm starting to just lean into. Like, the more I speak life into this person, the better I feel, right? See how that just changed my chest? The more I speak life into them and praise and honor them, the better I feel. But when they take that and they turn it into some way to take control and power over me, that's when I start to pull back. So I pray that now that, I got a better understanding of the alchemy and mastery in a relationship is like, okay, I'm gonna speak life into you. I'm gonna speak about all the good stuff you do. He's like, yeah, stop talking bad about me. It's like, I'm not talking bad about you. I'm speaking on the experience of the relationship, like how people need to understand the perspective. That like the person you date is a reflection of you. Whatever you say about them will be true. If you want to call them a dirty lie, they will be a dirty lie. You want to say they're a great person and they're growing and they're on their healing journey just like you, then that's what you're going to get, and you're going to feel that in your chest. That's what your heart is going to receive from that person. Like, that person is on their journey. It's just maybe they're not willing to be on it as deeply as me, but maybe they are, and they don't have a comfortable space to do it, and they still trying to figure out whether, like, they're like, I'm young as shit and this woman is 30, about to be 32 years old. What the fuck am I doing? But it's like, at the same time, the energy that I get from her, I'm not getting from these other little girls that's my age. So maybe I do need to understand that I do need somebody who got a brain to help me, because I got a brain and I am more mature than these girls. But I guess my maturity level, I can't use that to manipulate this woman because she's starting to see through my shit. Other girls would have just been like cool with it and just got manipulated, but like I can't do that with her. And that's why he'll say things like, this was my last year being a little YN. Like, you fucking that up for me, man. I ain't gonna hold you. You the kind of woman I want to marry, but I just like still want to have some fun. And he's being honest. Most women say they want honesty, but they can't handle it. I can handle it. I'm like, but if that's what you want, then don't get mad when I go out. I go have my male friends and go talk to them. Now, see, the difference between me is I ain't gonna consider fucking them, get my coochie licked, none of that. I don't want to exchange no sexual energy with nobody that I'm not laying down with, because I don't even believe in leaking like that. I hate that. I can't stand that. Excuse me. But if I want to have a educated conversation with somebody and talk spiritual and do things that, because this person, they don't like talking about spirituality. Because, when you're young and you start talking about it, it make you feel shaky, like, oh shit, I'm a ghost. Oh God, my existence isn't real. So sometimes having things like having a kid and doing certain stuff in life make you feel real. People do it intentionally to feel more authentic, to feel more stable. Like, am I alive? Can I still have kids? Am I a ghost? Like, shit, even me, I ain't gonna hold you. When I had a miscarriage not too long ago, I was thinking to myself, like, can I get pregnant again? Like, are my fallopian tubes fucked up for the rest of my life? Will I ever have another kid? So the fact that I'm not having my period right now, and I know that I kind of had sex around my ovulation date, it is making me increasingly curious about, like, am I able to carry a kid? Am I actually pregnant? Like, okay, I thought I was like half here, half not here. But then I'm like, hold on, we all born with spirits. We all are spiritual people. So I could talk to dead people. I could see them in my dream, but I'm still here. I'm just treading thinly just like everybody else. But it's like, if you can still have children in this manifestation point of life, it's like, okay, so then what are we all so afraid of? I feel like a lot of my life is kind of like to give people, I'm open with y'all, not for fame, but like for reassurance. Like, you're not crazy. You're not the only one. No, you're not dead. Yeah, you might be moving closer to your spiritual self, but you're not there yet. So just like relax. Talking about spirituality isn't gonna make you turn into a ghost faster. Pregnancy is still possible. Like, I feel like my life is kind of like giving people that clarity of like, oh shit, I can breathe again. I can calm down. I'm really here. People point the finger. That's a narcissist. That's a this. That's a that. That's the covert. We are all human beings trying to heal and figure out if we here, if we there, if we somewhere. Did our parents ever really love us? Some of us. Did my ex leave me because of my fault or was it their fault? You know, like it's so many things going through the human slash spiritual slash metaphysical mind at the same time. Like all three different versions of yourself, all dimensional versions of yourself are thinking, having thoughts at the same time in your one brain, in your one pineal gland. I think that gives us a little bit of leeway to give people some more grace than just like, oh, it's a narcissist, leave it alone. Now hear me this. When you leave a person with themselves, it does cause them to have to heal more and get more into their healing journey. Like me leaving my brother, he thought that I was spiritually attacking him. He not realizing, no, it's the people around you that's spiritually attacking you. I have nothing to do with the reason that your third eye is blocked. Like it's like when I feel his energy, it feels like it's something like stabbing him in his forehead right here, like just boom, 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 blocking his third eye and his higher consciousness. I'm like, baby, that ain't me. We're here for a reason. We're all equal and you're awesome. Thank you. I just pray that y'all, because like I said, when I went into my baby's third eye, I felt like I got sucked into a portal. And it felt like my mom's was trying to attach her energy to the baby. Like trying to already like occult knowledge link herself to my child to like give herself a second life. Like, I don't want you attached to my infant like that. Like, I actually, like, it felt like it was a hole in my womb that everybody was going into on the side. Like, I'm like, at this time, I'm trying to keep my womb protected and safe because it's like it's somebody in here growing. Like, because my third eye, I was like, what's my third eye feel like? I was like, what's the dad's third eye feel like? Then I was like, is there a baby in here? And out of nowhere, like my third eye started going off mad crazy fast. I'm like, oh my God, there might really be a kid in it. Shit. And then right when I thought that all these different cars start like driving into the parking lot around me, it's just like so many weird ass situations just started. Like even now, just the police just start driving past. Like, I'm still learning. I appreciate the compliments to my vibe, but I'm still learning. Still learning. So, anywho, I think what we're leaning more so towards now is just because when a person called me yesterday, it's like, oh, why you letting that ugly energy lay on you? But I'm like, what if it's not his energy that's ugly? What if it's actually like my baby father from jail is like possessing him and trying to keep him down so that he can't be my new man? Like, 'cause I remember my son's father had said something before he got locked up. He was like, if your nigga can't beat me, he can't have you. I'm like, oh wait, what? He's like, yeah, if your nigga can't beat me, then he can't have you. So I'm like, so what if it's not even the boy who got all this stuff going on? Like, yeah, he got that stuff going on, but like, what if it's like that on top of like the baby father, like also like threatening him to like, yeah, do this, do that, wow, 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 ooh. Or like, you trying to fuck my baby motherfucker, you talking about, nigga, I'm still around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's spiritual, and once it gets spiritual, it's like, you know, there's the gloves kind of come off. Like, there's no church in the wild. Like, I'm getting sleepy again. They say whenever this happens, you're supposed to just go back to sleep because you're pregnant. I'm like, child, I just went back to sleep and I feel like somebody snatched my soul out of my body. I don't want to do that again. Like, that's what made me get on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell? Why I feel like somebody just snatched me out of me, and it felt like something was like in my womb snatching me out of me. Like, it just felt like ever since I potentially confirmed through my third eye that I was pregnant, like, the spiritual attacks got worse. I don't know if I'm supposed to call the person or pull up on them and be like, hey, bruh, like, I'm nervous. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I do remember him saying, he put me in a bubble. He said, "What man you got going on, nobody supposed to know about." And I like felt like I got put inside this little teeny tiny bubble. I'm like, the bubble felt so tight though. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I can't move. I thought that was a spiritual attack, but maybe it was protection. So that's another thing spiritually. Sometimes we don't realize the men actually be trying to be men. But because we never had a man be a man and teach us how men lead and protect, we don't know. And maybe me giving y'all this might help somebody, but might put me in danger. And a lot of the times when you're on a spiritual mission, a lot of the times that's kind of how it go. You being vocal about your life, your story, can potentially put you in harm's way. But it's like, I feel like if I don't speak out about certain stuff like this, like the content creator that put me through the ringer last night, people all gassing this person up. I'm like, child, did you put me in the loop? Like, I felt like my whole skin was on fire. And like, the fuck? Like, nah, bro. Like, and is that why the dude would... Child, like, everybody looking at this person like this is a savior, this is the best person that exists, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I keep feeling these horrible pains in my vagina area where it feels like somebody is stabbing me in my fucking coochie. Like, it hurts so bad. Like, it don't feel good at all. It don't feel safe. It don't feel like that's godly. It don't feel like that's related to the high, most high. Like, nothing about what I feel right now feels like it's connected to the most high. Like, this weird ass stabbing feeling I'm feeling through my forehead right here, the same feeling I'm feeling through my labia right now. Like, that don't feel like that's of God. Thank you, Amana or Mana. Thank you for the subscription. And it's like, it feels like whatever it is trying to go in my womb. It's like, child, I'm gonna just advise y'all this. If you highly spiritual, in certain realms you gotta stay out of. Certain rooms you gotta stay out of. And I see why my friend was like, you gotta be quiet. I'm thinking he trying to control me and hurt me and put me in some kind of like low-key slave ass vibe. I mean, for God's sake, his neighbors are Confederates. But like, maybe, just maybe, And I'm taking care of myself as best as I can, being homeless out here in the fucking butt ass open. Like, nigga, I have no tents in my car and I have to sleep in this car every night, hoping that I wake up and nobody's staring through the windows in my car. But like even now I'm starting to feel sleepy again. Like, that sleepy feeling I'm feeling on my forehead. Like, I just want to go back to sleep. But I don't think that that's coming from naturally just being in my situation. Like, I feel like something around here is just like, it's just pulling me to like go like this, and it made me want to go to sleep. Like, it's myself in different dimensions. Like, I just felt like I just closed my eyes and it felt like myself was going into my body like 5 times. Like, I'm actually somewhere laid down sleep right now. And I just saw myself wake up, and like now I don't feel as sleepy. Like, child, this spiritual shit's starting to get weird. Okay. And I'm not going through no mental psychosis. It's just like, interesting. That's all I have to say. Like, did I just get knocked back 2 light years or something? Like, what the hell was that? Like, no, seriously, what the hell was that? Does anybody have any insight on that one? Because that felt so weird. Is the baby like, come back? It's like the dad is wide awake because I'm channeling his energy and he's like he's wide awake, but like the baby and then me, I'm like halfway sleep, halfway not sleep. But I want to sleep because the baby sleep. You know, the dad seemed like he's like up. This shit is crazy. And like even the camera's getting blurry. I'm like, bruh, is he living in the dimension of our child's mind already? Like, is he trying to get his life through the bait? Like, and then when you're able to like body hop and shit like that, like, I don't know. It just feels, I'm channeling a lot right now, and I'm trying to download it and give the information the best I can without sounding nuts, because it's all metaphysical. And I've been deeply studying this shit for years, and it's just like, I don't know. Am I actually birthing a new world? Like, because each kid is a new world. Like, you know, new world order, new children. Every time you birth the child is like a different mind to live inside of. What's up, Ahmed? Okay, first card that came out is Divine Masculine. So maybe this person been trying to pose as a dark person all along to you know, come off as really being somebody else. Manipulating community. So somebody's doing something. Somebody's a divine masculine, or supposed to be a divine masculine, manipulating the community. Twin flame and hard work. They put in hard work, yeah. Rich girl at the bottom of the deck. And y'all, rich don't always gotta be money. Sometimes it's in spirit. Legal. Remember, I did just say I came home from jail. And an evil eye. So it's the legal system, the one that's throwing the evil eye. So I'm like, why do I feel like I'm sleepy in my face? It's the legal system. Because last night it was police officers everywhere. When I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, it was a police officer that had pulled over somebody right there at the top of the hill. I'm like, why? All right. So the legal system is highly involved in this situation as well. Something about a third-party stitch. So again, and that's what I was like, I felt like there was some other female involved in the situation as well. So I'm like, why? I feel like this girl is a girl, like somewhere in my energy that is not me. I think it's baby mama number 1. Like in this dimension, he want to act like he don't like her, but really behind the scenes, they really fucking with each other. Or they had to do something to make it seem like they wasn't working together on something. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking too deep into it, but like what I can hear telepathically with my ear is that when I speak to them with my spiritual ears, I'll be hearing saying, right. I hope all good things come your way, beautiful girl. Thank you. Yes, conflict. I know I wasn't tripping. Some traveling, astral traveling might be the thing. Right, because somebody's a starseed and ascending. I don't know what's going on, y'all. We got a nice guy in the mix. And a relationship. Somebody's obsessed. A rich guy. And doing rituals on a high priestess. We got endings on the bottom of the deck. We got courthouse. North node versus south node, per the usual. Somebody has an entity attachment. Someone's doing death magic. And the divination is clearing it all up. Oh, forget this. Hold on. And you made an achievement. Okay. I don't need to see any more from this deck. Let's go into the actual tarot deck. Now, it would be crazy for this boy to be doing spell work on me. I hope it's not him. I hope it's somebody doing it to him, and it's like coming through him and hitting me. God forbid he do something like that to me, like square up and down. I'm trying to get you pregnant. I want you pregnant. I want you pregnant. Text me all of this shit, and then as soon as it happens, he start acting like a crazy person. Just a mind fuck. Okay, first card that came out was 9 of Cups, so there's some kind of offer that's being made. Oh, look. But it's got a snake attached to it, to this girl that's really got everything she could possibly want and already went up her ascension journey or is in the process of the ascension journey. Someone's trying to make a snaky offer. Sun card is something about masculine energy. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. I had to get that out of my chest because I felt like I couldn't talk. Something about masculine energy, joy, and star energy. So the ability to rise into being a star. But someone says be careful watching your kids because it's the Obambu spirits. Spirits that cause madness to children. Because there's some kind of transformation or ascension process going on right now. Like, you gotta really protect your kids. Hence why I never wanted to send my son to school. What I think is that spirit from that guy, the association or organization he was attached to, they've had their eye on me for a very long time. They've been watching me spiritually for a very long time. I've even seen them come into my dreams from time to time, asking me questions, trying to feed me chicken and stuff like that, knowing I'm vegan just to see if I have self-control over my soul, stuff like that. Like, and I'm gonna say this person's name, not to defame their character or anything about them, but just to like really get y'all to understand what I'm experiencing, because I want King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. But like, and I'm not trying to defame nobody and tear down nobody's platform that they built for themselves, but like the individual, oh God, I really don't want to say his name, Jesus Christ. Because I'm going to tell y'all exactly how the story went. The individual that I'm talking about is Jesus Homeless. He had a post up. He said, all skin folk ain't kin folk. I don't want to build with you, homie, because I don't know you. Woo, woo, woo. That's when I started feeling that weird sensation of my body, that heated sensation. But I don't know. Like I said, he could have, his energy could have came up against the person that I was actually with, or my mate. Right? So I didn't know if I was feeling what he was doing to me or what he was sending towards him. Right? Then to see which way the attack was coming from, because I couldn't understand where it was coming from, I looked over his head and I realized his hierarchy was an individual by the name of Phase 1. I started looking at him because I had seen him come into my dreams plenty of times, like he came into the museum I used to work at, was talking to me while I was doing security. He's come into my dreams. He was talking in front of a whole entire crowd of people when I was doing security there at the event, like I was security for the event. I've had him come into a dream one time. He was talking about Sexy Red and stuff. And he was in front of the wall, but he was kind of short that time. He looked short that time. But again, I've seen this individual in my dreams plenty of times, which means psychically, consciously, we've connected at some point. See, I just got sleepy. Like I could feel the spirit in my third eye. And I feel it now, just doing like. So what had happened in that situation, when I looked over his head, I realized that his superior, what he always talks about, is Dr. Malachi York. And I looked at him and I sat down. And this is all happening spiritually last night. I sat down, I looked towards him, looked at him in the face. I said, hello, greetings, pay my respect and my homage. And I essentially, I don't remember if I tried to shake his hand or what, but then like, I asked him like how to make sure that attacks go away. Cause I'm like, what is the attack? Why do I feel so hot? Why do I feel like I'm engulfed in flames? Like, what is it? Before I did that though, I called my son. I asked my son if he was okay because I felt like I was engulfed in them flames. I was like, Marcel, you okay? He's like, yeah. He said, where are you? I said, I'm about to go to the store. My son seemed worried. But then based on my conscious level, I heard he was watching TV. And what I know about the all-seeing eye and being in this reality, when you have the all-seeing eye and you're connected to it, I heard the TV say, let's see how he does. Let's see what he's good at. Let's see how he handles it. So I'm like, oh shit, they about to put my son through a spiritual test. This level of consciousness is not to really be spoke about on the internet, but I gotta, I gotta spill the beans, because I mean, I'm telling y'all about evolution into being a star seed and what it encounters and what it entails. People want to be spiritual until like you realize like it makes you a target for a lot of different things. But anyway, so then all seeing eye, I hear that people on the TV like, let's see how he does. After that, that's when I go through my phase of like, okay, this person, talking to Dr. Malachi York, looking at him, kind of introduced myself, told him my life path number, all the stuff about me, my numbers, my math. Pretty much, I shared my math with him, and he was like, "Oh," and he taught me something that I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, oh." He granted me knowledge. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I went past both of these two individuals and went straight to the man, just to, and not saying it like I'm bigger or holier than thou, but like this is what I did, because I'm like, I need to figure out what's going on. And he shared knowledge with me. And that's when eventually my son calls me right back after that. And he's like, Mom, interns come out tomorrow. Are my interns getting sent to grandma's house? Everything goes to grandma's house. Basically, like, get out of them people's houses, get away from them people, go back home, come back home. You need to get back in the house. You need to go back in the house. But yeah, I think I did good on I think I did good on my exams. So be on the lookout for my paperwork, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, the only reason I know they probably did test my son was because back last summer, my brother had just graduated and got his master's, and family had came into town, and they invited everybody to go to King's Dominion, hence that King's Dominion. Everybody was to go, but I was not invited. My son invited me because he's like, I want you to be there so I can make sure that I'm safe. But the way that my brother was treating me, because he was with his friends, he kind of like kept on trying to like play on me, and I kept feeling this attack on my heart chakra. Like this area right here was burning real bad. Now I don't know if that's because my baby father, his energy, like, cause I noticed I feel that when I'm around him, his energy right here, that little V around the chest. And I kept feeling that stabbing feeling in my chest. So I was like, I don't even want to be around y'all right now. Now it could have been them trying to protect me from them get his spirit off of me. I don't know. Because even Dr. Malachi York has something against Sunni Muslims, and my baby father says he's a Sunni. So I'm just like looking at the situation like, we're out there. I ended up walking through the park all by myself. I mean, fuck it. I can't really walk with y'all because like y'all making me feel like disempowered. Y'all laughing at me. I can't even talk up for myself while I'm with y'all. Like, what's the point of even walking with y'all? My uncle came in town from Kuwait. I never saw him the whole entire time he was in town. I never saw him. I never locked in with him. So I'm like, did his spirit just float around? I never connected with it. Like, what's going on? I randomly saw my aunt in the park. She was holding the bags, and I stood with her for a little bit. But then I like noticed the lady next to us was like trying to do something spiritually, and like she wasn't really protecting me from it. She was kind of like, yeah, do what you want. I was like, fuck this. I walked away. It's so funny. Look at these two that just came out like that. These two are a couple. This is the dude that I talked to and his baby mother. She's a Queen of Swords. He's King of Pentacles. So funny that these keep popping up next to each other. That's why I feel like it's something spiritually going on there. Because I remember one time he had introduced me to her. He's like, yeah, we thugging. And she got my car, and I started feeling like my crown chakra was getting fucked with. And it has been ever since. Something about them trying to feed my spirit to their daughter. But anyway, back to what happened last year. Like, even as I said, I just start feeling something go down like this. It's like, it feels like it's making my spirit go spiral downwards. I don't fucking like that shit. That's why I be talking about this shit. Because it's like... So, anywho. We leave the park. We make it back home. My brother kind of looked like he's sitting on the couch. My other brother, he's like... I'm like, I think they was like using his energy to protect them. Or like, they was like walking in his energy, like, because what I've realized is when people want to sacrifice people, or like people want to take spiritually from other people, they'll walk around in their energy. Kind of like what people was doing to me. They walking around in my energy so that people will attack my energy and they get to be safe. So my other brother sitting on the couch when we get back home, and he kind of just like, meanwhile my other brother went to a hotel with his friends and, never came in the house. So all that transpired, and a few days after that, I remember my uncle and all of them went out to a dinner again, I was not invited. I wasn't even in the house. They said they were going to take my son. They ended up not taking my son. They left him at the house. So like, what did they all go to this dinner and talk about? And why was I invited? My uncle, I'm so disappointed I didn't get to see you when I was in town. Da, 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 da. I'm looking at him like, have you mind all this content about Masons and how Nipsey Hussle, he was a part of the Masonic Illuminati order and all of that stuff, and like how he made himself eternal by sacrificing his son and living through his son's existence in a whole nother dimension. Woo, woo, woo. All this crazy shit is like he's here but he's not here. Just randomly start popping up on my phone. Same time, the guy phase 1 pops up on my timeline, and I'm like, oh, I always thought of him being a protective energy. So I kind of tapped in with his third eye. His third eye was like, I'm like, oh shit, dang, he really has trained his pineal gland and his third eye. Like, it's really cool. When I tell you that night, I looked on my son's Instagram and all his pictures had been deleted off his Instagram. His whole Instagram had been wiped clean. Now, I don't know if it was because my uncle is an IT technician and he works and he does like security fraud or security, cybersecurity, so he can hack systems and erase things, or if it was more metaphysical along the lines of me being aligned with the guy phase that night and all that, because the kids was in the house and the kids was like kind of like, oh shoot, they're OGs, like they be in the game. Children be in the game spiritually, knowing what the fuck going on, and we be sitting here trying to make them be kids. It's like, no, they really here to protect us because they seeing stuff, because they still connected to their spirit. We've been dumbed down and whitewashed into being human, where the children, they still spiritual, so they know more about what the fuck going on than us for the most part, unless you end up accidentally killing them because you so busy trying to control them and overpower them. So they all like, oh shoot, these dudes are OGs, these dudes are OGs, so now, as soon as I just spoke about my brother energy, I feel like it's something like trying to penetrate my root chakra, have you mind? Or if you look at it on a cosmic level, stab me in my Uranus, right? And I feel like, again, this all happened last year or last summer before I got kicked out of my mom's house. So fast forward to this year, all this happening, that situation happening last night, and my son was like, can you check my intern reports? They should be at grandma's house. Check my reports. Like, and I remember them saying, let's see how he does on this test. And again, I felt like I was also being tested at the same time. I feel like these higher ups were trying to test my spiritual awareness to see, like, is she really a chosen one before we initiate her. But it's like, I don't want to be initiated into nobody's group. Like, I don't do this for like, oh, I want to be with the elites. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm just spiritual and I be seeing shit. It's, unless it's like us elite people taking the world and making everything free and getting these people up on some land. Because the same dude, the Jesus homeless dude, was like, I don't give a fuck about all skin folk ain't came over. You can be doing the devil's work. I ain't trying to fuck with you, nigga. What we need to link up for? But I remember the dude, King Yahshua, was on Instagram with his woman talking about we all need to link up, we all need to sync, and we all need to put our powers together so that we can really truly work together and really bring this new world order. And I feel a shift. Do you feel the shift? We all feel the shift. Now, I'm going to give you the difference between the two experiences that I felt personally. When the King Yeshua dude and his girl was on there together, a relationship couple, meaning they got divine masculine and divine feminine working together, I did feel a bit of a pull in my sacral chakra, but more so like on my 4. If you want to talk about the Kabbalah systems, like it felt like something was really like pulling on my 4. Now I do know that that's where the person that I was dating usually like rests his energy at. So maybe they were like pulling that energy out, extracting it, trying to take, I don't know, something in that space, right? Because I don't know them to associate themselves with no kind of secret societies, no Masonic orders, no structures that are funded and backed by the government. The King Yeshua dude. But to hear this comment come directly from the Jesus homeless guy, knowing that he's aligned with Faith, who used to be aligned with the Masons, who's now aligned with Nuapu, who's aligned with Dr. Malachi York, I'm just saying these things not to put nobody on the high, like in the wrong space, but it's like these are things that I'm experiencing, and I'm not related to none of these groups. And I know that there might be some people in my family who might be Masons. I have met a few Shriners and a few Masons along my journey. I do have a best friend who's also a Mason. But me personally, I don't have any allegiance to any of these groups. I have never wanted to be a part of these groups. I don't make it my mission or my life's work to really be like, oh yeah, one day I want to be a Mason, or one day I want to be Eastern Star. Like, that's never been like a check off on my list, right? So I'm saying these things not to really like scare nobody, but like the last two dudes that I dated, their forehead gives off this. Can I see it right now? He not here right now, I don't think. But it's like you usually would see like these two veins popping out of my forehead that come down like this in a V. They both were a part of it. Oh, there you go, right there. There it is. You see it? Prominently like that. That's wolf. Okay, those are the wolves, right? You see it now, right? Y'all see it? Those are the wolves. That's their forehead symbol. Whereas the Anunnaki symbol is more like it's a dot right here, and it'll go straight up like this. And it'll just be a small little V like that, right? Like small. Willow Smith, you'll see her put it on her forehead a lot. Where it's just one in the middle and it just goes straight up. And it comes down the nose because you have a third eye. Well, you have an eye here, then you have your subconscious eye, then your third eye, and then all your other eyes that go up. So really the energy goes from here all the way up. It's like you on your forehead, essentially. It's like your body right here on your forehead. And all your chakras from your feet all the way up to your forehead on your face. Once you finally come out of your lower chakras, you become a North Noder. Anyway, these are things that I learned by myself. I didn't read no book. I wasn't in nobody's study class. It just downloaded naturally into me through DNA. So then I noticed that my son's symbol was a little different than everybody else's. It looked like a Christmas tree or something a little bit. But then like I dated this other guy and his was like an inverted, like it was like a hole, and it looked like a Mason protractor. I'm like, what the fuck? I started seeing all these different forehead shapes. I'm like, oh. Because I guess it lets people know who you pledge, you get what I'm saying? Like, you see it, still there, right? Now, the other dude that I used to date, he was a wolf too, but his was more like a big ass wide, like his was like huge, like a huge V. Right? When I used to date him, his was way bigger. So I'm like, was he a bigger wolf? Is he a higher ranking wolf? Well, like, how does that work? But they basically, it let me know that they both were from the same secret society, same clique of men, same warlock group, associated with the same people behind the scenes. Whoever they pay homage to is the same person. Whoever got their dick so far up their ass that gives them all this power is the same group of people. Because essentially all these groups, I had a dream a few years ago about these groups, and it let me know that these groups were gay. Meaning men who pledge allegiance to these secret societies are fucking gay. They got to dig up their ass. I don't care what they try to tell you or portray to you about being super masculine. They all got dicks up their ass. They are allowing some man to screw them, and it might not be physically. It might just be spiritually, but they are butt broken by some higher up person. How do I also want to confirm that? When I went to go work at this tire place, I was like, I want to get a job here. He said, yeah, them boys, and they might be acting all big and bad, but they ass belong to me. I control all they asses. All they asses belong to me. He said all they asses, meaning multiple asses, multiple butts, belong to me. Now, have you mind, this was a black man who said this. This wasn't just a white man who said this. So I'm not saying nothing out the side of my neck that's just out of this world crazy. I even have proof of that. Where are my notebooks when I need them? One thing about me, through this journey, I've definitely documented and wrote down one thing about me, even when I wasn't pregnant. I've always had dreams and visions about things that occurred. Now, fast forward to this. Dr. Malachi York had mentioned to people, and people had mentioned this about him long before I actually knew who Dr. Malachi York was. It was stated that there will be a woman that will come to y'all that will be having dreams and prophecies. He said that. That's what they said he said. I'm not making this up. This is not coming out of my mouth. These are things they said that he said. That there will be a woman. I'm trying to find the book to show y'all. Because I had a dream about this years ago, about everything that's happening right now. And I want to find the book so I could read it to y'all verbatim. Where is my dream journal, y'all? I have 3 books. I literally been moving them back and forth in my car, all around, because I've been living in my car and I don't want to not have these books right now at this particular point where I gotta share this information with y'all. Like, where the hell are the books? It's 3 notebooks, and I've been writing my dreams in them since 2019. Those particular books, but other books way longer. Hold on, I'm about to get out the car. I gotta find these books. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I found my chapstick. My lips are full of hella dry. It's like, here go my paper. Found that. Ew. Oh my god. And it got mold in it when this boy dropped his juice in my fucking car. I'm like, this ass needs to go to jail. I'm sorry. I don't want nobody to go to jail, but what the fuck, bro? I'm glad that I found that out. Did you stuff you got mold going in my car because you wanted to spill juice in my car because you got mad? All the more reason why, even if I am pregnant by this boy, it's probably bad for business. And I can't make it up. Here's the green juice that spilled on the scarf. He spilled it on the scarf, so yeah. I'm not. Where the fuck are my journals? Please don't tell me somebody moved my journals. It's gone. But have you mind, I had to go to jail for 2 days recently because of a false statement that he made. Hold on, y'all. Find these books. So now I realize that there's mold in the backseat of my car. That's fucking gross. But funny thing is, my car had got completely refixed and everything from an accident right before I met this boy. Ever since I let him back in my life, stuff has gone wrong. But look, it was meant to happen. Spilled my green. I just bought a green juice that day. He spilled it all in the backseat of my car because I called the police. Ended up taking me to jail because he made a false statement back in March. The police told him to make a false statement about me. And they used that. The state picked it up. The state picked it up. He called in to get it dropped because they said that he could. He said, I can't get it dropped because the state picked it up. So that means they had intentions on locking me up and they coerced him to help them. And he was willing to do it because he was scared for his life. Because he don't know how to stop a Kabbalion attack. That's what I'm telling y'all. Men be weak for real. Men be weak as shit. They getting attacked spiritually. First thing they gonna do is fold. Because they be scared for their life, not realizing you can't really have no fucking heart attack. If you don't, you just got to know how to break a spiritual attack. And that's why niggas always come my way, because they see I be breaking them spiritual attacks. Because they be sending them my way, and I still break them. And let's get into the journal. Endless journals of dreams, okay? This one got 2 of them laced up together. Like my spiritual knowledge, this stuff that I be writing down, about how we're this big, but our aura is really this huge, and they don't want us to know. This stuff just naturally downloads into my mind. I don't read nobody's books to find this stuff out. It just downloads into my brain through dreams. Now let's find this dream, because I where is that one? High speed escape from one road to the next. We were being shot at and was grouped with other ladies. We saw a woman with a car and thought, hitch a ride. Someone thought to steal the car. I was a passenger and I thought I had to decide when to pick up. That sounded like what happened when I was in jail. Everybody was like, we leaving with her. Because I felt my body was shaking so bad. I'm like, what the fuck? I felt like I was getting shot at when I first went in there. Crazy how bad I was shaking out. Here it is right here. I want y'all to see this. I was in a dimension, okay, attempting to find a new home. Just like I am right now, homeless for the last 9 months. This was written back in 2024 in June. I was called to a meeting with people I've seen in the 33 Degree Mason organization. What I saw was so disturbing. It's like there was a sexual energy harvesting going on. And even men were forced to perform sexual acts. I was then told to move in with one of the Masons and keep his house clean. Something broke by the door. Then at some point, I left to go shopping, and it seemed like, look, this is the big one. Halloween was approaching. What the fuck month is it right now? September. Bitch, I don't gotta lie to nobody about my spiritual journey and the things that I see. Oh, this is from Fashion Nova. They actually sent me a $25 gift card because I was sponsoring for them. Fashion Nova. Wonderful yoga sets. And they're great quality. I've had these for at least 2 years. And they're still like very, 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 very good quality. So I'm not delusional or crazy. Like I can still come out of this spiritual self and talk to y'all regular. But do y'all see what I'm saying? I dreamt about this back in 2024. It's 2025 in September. I dreamt this. What happened last night, what I've been seeing, because I had dreamt even that the person I was talking to, I had a dream that he was sucking dick in a dream. And I'm like, what the fuck? I woke up and said, I saw you in my dream last night. He said, bro, I don't want to hear about what you saw in the dream. I don't want to hear about it. My son got scared. He was like, Mom, I don't want to be in this house no more. We need to go to another house. I don't want to be in here no more. I want to go back to my dad's house. A house is a man's mind. If you don't know, you live in somebody's mind. You live in some man's mind in some woman's womb. Did you have any similar dreams now? I still have. They're all in my phone, though. I can't show them to you because I've been starting to write them down digitally. Because, like, you see how I was getting sleepy, how I kept getting sleepy at the beginning of the live and all that? That would happen, so I would just start typing it in my phone. But I've had dreams like the dream that I had recently of the guy I was talking to, he was sucking dick in the dream. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But every time I would wake up, I start feeling like I was sucking dick. So, like, they got to a point where, like, I started spiritually covering my son's mouth. And then when I would do that, my heart chakra would feel like it was freed up. I'm like, oh my God, it's a spiritual sex trafficking ring that's going on. Like, we're really like right here talking, but like spiritually, if I cover my mouth, somebody has their dick in my throat in the spiritual realm. Do y'all see how the camera just shifted and now y'all can hear me more clearly? We're living in multiple dimensions at the same time. This is a metaphysical experience. And I had a dream about somebody pulling my hair and forcing me to suck their dick, like shoving their fucking dick down my throat. The dude that I was talking to, once I realized that he lived next to Confederates, his dick started getting harder and staying harder longer out of nowhere. And I couldn't understand why. Ever since I realized that he lived next to them Confederates, it's like they was channeling their energy into his body, and then he started doing that to me. So I've been dreaming about everything that's happening right now for years. You think this is a game? I'm talking about people's spiritual lives. I'm talking about children being sex trafficked spiritually. Like, y'all think we just sitting here chilling right now, but really, like, it's people like fucking the shit out of us and our spirits right now. Awesome demonic shit, like awesome, like power hungry energy harvesting stuff. Like, y'all men don't take none of this shit seriously. Y'all must be a part of these organizations. I'm not here to crack you up, bro. I literally just dreamt about men being gay and having sexual acts between themselves back last year, and I'm telling y'all that it's happening right now, and y'all are laughing. That's not funny. I just told y'all that I dreamt that somebody spiritually putting their dick in my son's throat, and I had to cover up my son's mouth. Like, even just now, like, spiritually put my hand in front of my son's mouth feeling something come out of my heart chakra. Okay, well, listen to the conversation because that's not funny. Because this could be your kid. This could be you. Most men don't even realize that they got a dick up their ass right now. And do. I'm saying all this to y'all because this is what's been, I've been dreaming about this for the last year and a half. And like I said, in this dream, it says, I was looking for a new home in another dimension, forced to live with a 33 forced to live with somebody from a secret society. And I finally left to go shopping, and Halloween was approaching just like it is right now. And I dreamt about this last year. And I'm telling you that all this transpired last night. Like, y'all people are like praying and praising these men and thinking that they like all holy, all hail to the girl. Like, these dudes was on the couch laughing in circles, like, while people was being gay in the dream. Like, and these people y'all trusting with y'all souls and y'all lives, like thinking that they really know more than you. And I'm not saying that they not still doing the work, because maybe that's why they left the groups that they used to be a part of. But it's like, even if you leave a group, they still locked in with your soul. Like, you can't just, it's people who I don't talk to no more, but I know that they still be watching me. Like, even this understanding of the soul right here. How the heart's in the middle, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown. It's like a whole entire diamond around you. But how you feel like you only in heaven if you go to the higher chakras, but if you're in your lower chakras, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root, and you only think sexually, that's why you feel like you in hell all the time. Or you still see hell around you because people can control you through your sexual energy. I'm from the South. Okay, I talked to somebody from the South. They with that shit too. What you talking about? There's more gay niggas down south that's undercover and down low. What you mean? That's where the most undercover, especially in Atlanta, Lord today. Most of the undercover down low boys be down there. Even you locked into my asshole right now. I could see the way, I could see your attachment style. You can't play on my top or play in my bum and think I don't know what's going on. I have discernment like a motherfucker. I just sit here and hold y'all and hold space because I know that y'all need to connect to me somehow, some way. But you can't sit here and play in my face like I don't know what's going on. Like right now, it feels like it's something crawling up my legs. And some of these dreams I had because I didn't have binaural beats playing in the background. All I'm saying to y'all is, I mean, I know we can only do but so much, but it's like, there's so many of y'all up underneath these people's names, not even realize what's going on with your soul spiritually. Just because they put Diddy out there don't mean that it's not happening even in the spiritual community. You know, you think you go into the spiritual community like, oh, we're safe because we're a part of this community or that community. We're underneath this, guys. It's like, it's the same shit everywhere. It's the same shit everywhere. Beyonce made another appearance. There was a party and it looked like it was in my grandma's house. We were getting dressed for performing. I left because I wasn't comfortable. While I drove off, I heard her telepathically saying, "That's why she left," talking to someone, looking at Jay-Z. But I drove off and blew her a kiss, and she waved me off. And in the dream, I heard the song, "I was looking for God, defend me. When I saw you, I knew for certain you were from God, defend me, yeah." By the guy Manny Wells. Funny name that my baby father's name is Emmanuel. But anyway, I literally left her in the dream. She's at my grandma's house. She's looking over. She's like, "That's why she left." And I said, "Because I was looking for God, defend me. And I saw you." You know how that don't see how like, and I'm telling y'all like that shit. Like y'all be thinking, "Oh, like no, I'm looking for God. I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for clout." In this journey of me, I'm not looking, because I could simply be like, "Oh yeah, I want to be with these people and roll with them." Like I had even Cardi B come to me in the dream, like, "You could come be a part of my entourage." And nothing against her because she's pregnant right now, so I never speak ill on a pregnant woman's name. But when I was in jail, I saw her face come to me like through my third eye, and she had on all baby blue, and she had a blue heart in front of her, and she kissed it at me. And it scared the shit out of me because when I came home from jail, I was driving on the Beltway when I left my mother's house, and I saw that same heart on the Beltway. Look at this shit in front of me, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this shit is all spiritual as fuck. Like, look at the deer looking at me. They're like, "Who looking at me?" They feel me looking. They feel the energy. Look at that one looking back. Like, what's that? My baby father and my son? You know what I'm saying? Look, as soon as I said that, look, he looked back like, "Oh shit, she know." And the baby looked like, "Oh shit." Yeah, like you think, y'all be thinking that this shit is not all spiritual and it's like represented in so many different ways. Like, so I'm looking at Cardi B, she looking at me, she blowing me a baby blue heart kiss, and I drive from my mom's house when I come home from jail. And look, the boy ran backwards. He's like, "I'm not following my dad. I want to go back." Aww. Aww. No, fool. I don't think you realize that dreams are real. Like, dreams are your ability to use your third eye, your consciousness to travel to other dimensions. If I'm reporting things from my dreams that I saw and they're happening in this real dimension that you exist in, that we exist in, the same way how I just saw a baby deer following his dad, and then as soon as I said, "Oh, my son's leaving me to go be with his dad," the baby just turned around and ran back into the woods to go look for his mother and left the dad going somewhere else to cross the bridge to go to the other side. This is not just a dream. Like, this is metaphysical. Like, people don't be taking their life seriously because they be really like, I know that a lot of people aren't there yet. And if you're not there yet on your spiritual journey, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm trying to let you know that, like, it gets way deeper than just, "Oh, it's a deer looking right." Because you got to understand, your reality is a reflection of your mind. So if I'm like, "Oh, my baby father and my son," because my baby father been trying to convince my son to go with him for the longest, like be on his team, on his side. And look, here come the crows now flying down. Now he done transmission back into the crow. And my other ex, look, them two, the two Liberians together. Look, and then look at this one. Okay, look at these animals. These two crows used to come down here every single morning. Now there's a third crow. Right? My most recent ex, like I said, he has the symbol on his forehead that my other ex had. The other two, my baby father and the other ex, they both were Liberian boys. But this newer ex, I feel he was involved in some kind of plot. Like, he joined them, but he was just different. Like, because I noticed when he was younger, like when we first met, he wasn't really on the same type with them. Like, he was in his own friend circle. So he's only connected through, you get what I'm saying? Like, so the barber ex, the one that took on my salon stuff, he has a friend named Crow, and he was like, "Yeah, we all crows. And if you don't know it, we all crows for real." I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? But then every morning these two crows kept coming down, kept coming down, kept coming down. It was only two. Now it's three. Now that I started dating this more recent person, now it's three crows all of a sudden. This shit is not coincidental. These are patterns. And until you start unlocking the patterns in your life, you're going to keep thinking, oh, these people are crazy on the internet. They saying weird stuff. How did I have a dream a year ago about stuff that was happening, and I just literally told you that it's happening right now? I'm looking for a new place in another dimension, looking for a new home, and I'm about to go shopping for my home. It's around Halloween's approaching. 33-degree Masons, all these different societies that I'm explaining to you through different forehead symbols. Like this is the wolf pack symbol. If I'm showing you, dreaming it, bringing it to you, at this point, you can't just say it's in a dream. Like, nah, this is like Jesus said, harm not my prophets. People been trying to do death magic, spells against me, all kinds of things against me, and it just don't work. I don't even look like I'm a day over 20-something years old. I'm about to be 32 years old. Not doubting you, but my brother talks like this, and all he does is get high all day, all night, and talk crazy all day. Well, I don't smoke or drink, so I'm not your brother. But maybe your brother smokes and drinks to deal with this shit, because most people who have this level of consciousness awareness have to do something to self-medicate, because no one will take you seriously if you say this shit in real life. Like, people like y'all don't take us seriously. So the only way to numb and really just step out of how advanced our consciousness has become to noticing the patterns is to self-medicate. So people who you think are just drug addicts really are just self-coping, because if you go tell this shit to a fucking therapist, they're gonna put you in a psych ward. If you go say this to your coworker, they're gonna try to, my coworker's like, no, I only believe in Jesus Christ and Jesus. How the fuck do you believe in Jesus if Jesus got curly brown hair and white skin, but back then in Nazareth, the only thing that could have been out there was brown skinned people? How can you believe that Jesus can die on a cross in 3 days, rise again, and heal people, but you can't believe that a real human can do it? But in your Bible, it says, touch not my anointed prophets. There will be much like him. And then it says, if we were made in his image, then call us by our names. It's like when you try to come to somebody who has this religion over their head, they oh, you're crazy, I can't hear you. It's like religion is this small, then spirituality is this big, and then consciousness is the whole fucking ocean. And there's still parts of the ocean that we haven't even touched yet. That's what you got to understand about the conscious mind. There's still things that you haven't even touched yet. And there's some people who can go that deep and come back to the surface and bring that information to people. And it's like, nah, y'all crazy. We not crazy. If I could tell you, I could look at my spiritual self and cover my mouth spiritually, and now all of a sudden you hear a change in my throat because I told you there was something shoved down my throat in the spiritual realm where someone's doing something to me in the metaphysical world that we can't see, that I can see through one of my third eyes, because it's different levels of your eye opening all the way up to your crown, different levels of your spiritual awareness that open up to put you in different rooms, which is actually when you see people who have a white sky behind them, blue sky, it's because their different levels of consciousness are either being blocked or they're there vibrating at that frequency, right? And people who get the chance to do that usually are the ones who are actually the sun bearers, the ones who can bring y'all the sun, bring you a nice day where it's not cloudy, as long as their chakras aren't being blocked, right? And people think that we're crazy because we talk like this. So instead of going to a therapist and talking about this, because the only people who you can pay to listen, we just are forced to shut the fuck up and just smoke weed all day and look like drug addicts. But I don't even smoke. I haven't smoked or drank in like over a year. I had my friend say, you just smoke with me. And the one time I smoked with him, it started feeling like I got pulled into some damn underworld pit, boy. It started feeling like something was going so far up my ass. I said, oh no, I don't do this. I don't even like anal sex in real life. So I don't like anything that feel like that. I don't like that. So your brother not crazy. I'm not crazy. It's just people like y'all call us crazy because we can see the patterns of things around us. And we can synchronize the fact that we are manifesting. Like your mind is literally manifesting. Like, oh, I'm broke as shit. You wondering why you can't pay your bills because you believe you broke as shit. But when I moved to my apartment, I was like, man, doing security is getting in the way of me doing hair, bruh. And that same week, I got taken off the security schedule, and I was given enough clients to give me more money than I was making doing security. I manifested instantaneously a new life. Because back then I didn't have no enemies. Back then no one believed in my spiritual power. And back then nobody was studying me. Like all these people, these higher ups that I'm speaking to y'all about right now, they wasn't watching me. Their eyes wasn't on me. The Illuminati wasn't really paying attention to me like that. The wolf packs wasn't paying attention to me like that. The Shriners wasn't paying attention to me. The Catholic Church didn't really have it eye on me. I kind of was only controlled by the Catholic Church and the Masons because my family is Masons and Eastern Stars, and also they go to Catholic Church. So those two groups had a covering over me. So as soon as I said something, instantaneously it changed in my environment because I didn't have people who were opposing me who didn't want to see my power go forward. It's when I started growing in my authority that, in my awareness of myself, that people who were outside of my realm started to have their eye on me and wanted to siphon my energy for their groups. That I started having these psychoses and stuff because I was taken outside of my comfort bubble. That's why they said if you're scared, go to church. Because church puts you in a bubble. But spirituality is like this big. But like I said, the ocean, people, we still haven't even seen the bottom of the ocean. That's how big consciousness is. And that's what you got to understand about this world. Like consciousness is so way deep than what you think it is. It's like understanding you're literally writing your life by your words that you're saying. But I'm dreaming about stuff in the future. I don't just manifest in real time. I literally can bring you something from the future because of my spiritual gifts. I can go to the future when I go to sleep and bring you back something and write it down. And then a year later, you see that I went. My name, I'm Euphoria, 9A's1_. You can follow me on all platforms. I also make music. And breath work to help people get through their spiritual journey and really keep themselves calm. I'm also an STD awareness coach, as well as a licensed cosmetologist and a mother. And a tarot reader. And a psychic. Literally got the whole entire Stargate on my forehead. Like, y'all see this? This little mole right here? Had it since birth right here. What'd that look like? That's the constellation of what? Orion. But also what? What is Orion lined up with? The pyramids in Egypt. Right? I can't even talk to you no more because the fact that you literally just said out your mouth, you need to go to sit the fuck down. Like, you shouldn't even be here. I'm trying to educate people on spiritual knowledge. It's people like you that be trying to block people from knowing their power. Because you're not comfortable with people having that kind of power. You're not comfortable with knowing that your brother knows more than you. So you rather people who would like your brother to be put in a box so that people like you could look like that nigga. Fuck being that nigga. That nigga's not going to get you through the rapture. Being that nigga's not going to save your soul from reincarnating on this world 25,000 more times so you're stuck in this cycle. Yeah, there really are ghosts. I can see them. I talk to dead people all the time. When I go to sleep, I be seeing dead people. They be like, how you doing? I'm good. How y'all been? Oh, we good over here in this dimension. Here's my house. Like, I be going to my dead friends' houses. Like, once you die, you literally get to go to heaven and you get a house in heaven or hell, wherever you, based on your vibration when you die. You can still do more work when you die. Honestly, I feel like we keep dying and every time we die, we ascend more. It's just some people who have ascended past you, so to you they're dead, but in real life they're not actually dead, but they'll always seem dead to you because they went further on their journey than you. You get what I'm saying? So you might have actually died 25 times already, but you had a friend that died 39 times. So by the time, like, y'all happen to align in their journey, but they had died like just enough more times than you to get higher than you on their spiritual journey. So I'll talk to people who have passed away. They're like, yeah, tell my sister I'm good. They driving cars on the other side. They chilling. Speeding and shit through traffic, bumping music. Like, the shit, people don't really understand what life and death is. Death is just the entryway to a new portal. It's misaligning yourself from people around you because they don't exist on your frequency no more. So to my family, I might be dead. I might be a ghost to them because my son is like trying to stay attached to me. That's why they keep on trying to take my son and do all this death magic to me. But it's like, no, I'm supposed to be leading y'all to y'all getting to where the fuck y'all need to go. But they don't want to believe that. But my life path number is a number 1, a leader. My birthday is 11/22. I'm a master manifestor, master builder. I can't make that shit up. That's on my birth chart. That's not something that I believe about myself. Even the test that the government has. Okay, we have a learning connections inventory test, LCI test. On that test, I score use first in all learning types, which means I learn 4 different ways at the same time the first time. I learned 4 different ways the first time. Most people, like, they avoid learning this way. They only use it this way, and they do it this way over here. Look, the dog done came over here. He barking and shit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they know it's a bad energy trying to fuck around. Thank you, baby. Making my third eye feel much better. I appreciate you, baby. Dogs are spiritual. He can sense the energy, and it's making my forehead not hurt no more. His barks are making my forehead not hurt no more. He's sniffing around trying to figure out what the energy is. The whole time it just made the energy go away. I'm trying to tell you, it's more spiritual than you understand. People think this shit is a fucking game out here. Oh, we're just in a video game. The dog is sniffing around like, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? But look, now that the headache that I had is gone, he not barking no more. And she's trying to pull him, tell him where to go. And he's like trying to help, like, ma'am, I'm doing something. I'm doing something. He's sniffing the deer. He smelled the deer. The deer went that way and walked back. All right. And then he just shook it off. He's like, I'm trying to help her clean her energy out, and you're trying to be on your cell phone walking me. Put your cell phone away and let me lead you somewhere. I'm trying to tell you, look. He not barking no more. My headache gone. The solar plexus feeling I had, gone. Every time I come back, he start barking again. Y'all don't understand how spiritual the world really is. And y'all look at people like me and that guy who said his brother was crazy. Like we got some kind of imposter syndrome. No, we know what the fuck going on. Y'all motherfuckers are still disillusioned. The fuck are you out here walking your dog with your cell phone? Listen to the dog. Get off the phone, girl. Get in nature. You out here to walk the dog. Be in nature. Get off the phone. Something about this King of Wands that I need to know. So the fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. My brother, he's that. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm the leader of the family. I'm looking at him like, no, you're not, because you want us to be worried about getting money and being rich and being stuck in this dimension. We're not supposed to be here for too much longer. This dimension's supposed to be burnt up and gone to fucking shit. We supposed to be in a dimension at this point where everybody free. Oh, hi, look. What's up, my Leo? Look. As soon as I brought it back, my skin start feeling like it's burning, right? The dog barking again. He mad. I'm trying to tell you, the headache is coming back. The dog is barking like, no, get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. And now he's not. Oh, I feel the headache again. Shit. He smelled the deer. It was 2 deer that went over there and they crossed over to the other side. Ooh, my voice getting shaky. I am from America, but my ancestors are, some of them are Native American, some of them are from Gambia. The dog is mad because I keep letting the energy in. So that King of Wands, I already know what that is. And they said this is justice. Whatever's going to happen to him is justice, because it's like, I'm supposed to be leading people towards a world where we get into a more free state of mind. Where we realize, like, charging people for food, for housing and stuff like that is bullshit. Like, money fucking fake. Like, we keep saying we America, home of the free. But it's like, ain't shit free. We making gas $4 a gallon, knowing damn well minimum wage in some places is only $7. Shit don't add up. I'm sorry, baby. I know, he's making my nose burn. I'm sorry. You got a good dog. He knows what he's doing. When are you done replying? When I was little, my parents told me that I used to talk to these people that passed away, and I still do now, but everyone just calls me crazy. You're not crazy, Anna. Hey, Euphoria, when you're done reply me, how did you get such an amazing following? I'm planning to be a content creator, and I'm hunting for followers. How tough was this journey? The dog is really pissed off because the dog is like, whatever energies is over there trying to attack her, I'm not going for that shit. Oh, you have an amazing pet. Ooh, my heart. Oh. He sees all the spirits. That is a good dog. She got a good dog. She got a good dog. She got a real good dog. But yeah, spirits come to me all the time. You're not crazy. It's everybody has different gifts. I'm just a person where I have like almost all the gifts. Right? I can hear people, I can see people, I taste things in my mouth. Like one dude, every time I used to get around him, he used to taste like embalming fluid in my mouth. I'm like, the fuck going on with you, buddy? Like, he's like, yeah. Oh, you can taste what I taste in my mouth. So yeah, so we're for lifers now. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? And as far as the journey and content creating, you just gotta be yourself. You gotta be vulnerable, but at the same time, you gotta be careful to protect yourself too, because sometimes you get too open with people and they just get too comfortable, and they think that you like in a sexual relationship with them and you vibing with them too deep, and it's like, thank you, explain everything so good. I actually understand what you're talking about. Yeah. Also, thank you for subscribing, Anna. Also, I plan on doing ghost hunting. I want to know, will that make spirits mad? 9 times out of 10, yeah, because most of them don't want to be found. Some of them want to be found, but they might attach to you and they might become your friend and bother you all the time. And some spirits want to possess you. Like, dude who this is what I don't understand at this point. I slept with a dude who I think is more like a spirit than a person, but he still has his body. When I opened my third eye a little bit too much, he started to smell like rotten flesh. A lot of people do, though, that I meet. A lot of people that I know, they smell like rotten flesh. Not all of them, but a lot of people smell funky as shit. They smell like they dead. Right? Like, I can smell the death on them. But sometimes it's not them. Sometimes it's like the spirits that they allow to house their vessel. It's not always directly just them. King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck again, which is the person I'm talking about. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, we slept together and I'm not having my period anymore. If I'm pregnant by a dead man, shit. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still here. I still can talk to him. Your feminine energy is like a never-ending source of life for people. Me. You. Us. Us people who can channel between dimensions. Right? I gotta pee. Put this right here so I don't have to go to the bathroom as much. I can hold it a little bit longer. But world card, things will come out in your favor. So it's like, I don't really have no beef with my brother. It's just he don't, I guess based on whatever he signed up for. In his dimension, money rules everything. But in my dimension, free will and freedom and people having equality rules everything. Like, if everybody, because we got a lot of Airbnb properties that's not filled, right? Why don't all the homeless people go live in those? And y'all not making money off of them anyway. Then y'all get a government stipend or something to pay for, or just fuck it, make everybody rent free. Why do we still pay rent and mortgage? Like, most people don't even want to be at work right now. Like, all the people that's driving in traffic right now, 9 times out of 10, if they could, they probably stay in the house. There'd be no traffic. Like back how it was when we had COVID, people would just be sitting in the house chilling, being able to go to the grocery store whenever, get whatever. And most people back then wasn't even eating like in a gluttonous fashion. They was just chilling. I can't necessarily tell you your future. Like, that's not how it works. It's got to be a message that needs to be said that comes to me. Usually I get messages that need to be said to the collective. High Priestess card just popped out. And the High Priestess is a woman who has high virtue and has the ability to... Let me read it from the book, because y'all might not even believe me. And just in case y'all don't, I got to give it to y'all from the book. Because a lot of people... Oh, look, funny. Look card also popped out right when I looked at this. Dreamtime creation card. Okay. It's in some people's DNA. But I want everybody to take a moment to take a deep breath. Hold it in your chest. Look for your heartbeat. And exhale. Yeah, I had to shake. That dog was barking because there's an extra spirit in here. I felt it. That's why he was barking. So I'll be channeling spirits like that. They just be sitting in me, and I'll be channeling whatever they have to say. But it says high priestess, reason, language, the divining sorcerer goddess. The divining sorcerer goddess. Wisdom, intuition, empathy, and receptiveness. The feminine cosmic principle, guide of dreams. I'm not saying it's about me. The universe is saying it about me. So when people try to come up me and check me about my shit, it's like, bro, why are y'all trying to come at me like I'm not who I am? Like, y'all be seeing me in my dreams. Y'all know who I am. Just because I've been doing this a little bit less time than y'all don't mean that I'm any less valuable to any team. But I don't necessarily want to be on anybody's team. I'm just trying to do what's right for everybody. Look, this King of Pentacles just in the atmosphere. You don't want to leave. Chariot. So you have a gateway or a chariot to get to the next dimension. And I had even dreamt about being in a dream where we were like in these, it was like a coliseum. I was like on the top row. You could just look down and see everything from the top. And I go to the coliseum all the time in the dreams. Like I just be sitting in the coliseum just looking down at what's going on. So I be having that seat up there. Sometimes I be in the skybox. Sometimes I be on stage. It depends. But you got to know who you are and know what you're doing. So, oh no, what's this person doing? What's that person doing? How they get that position? They faking it. Let's tear them down. It's like, you don't even know who the hell people are. Why are you trying to chin check somebody about their position? Because, oh, well, my organization says that you're not that person. Fuck your organization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If your organization can't see me for who I am and I'm seeing y'all for who y'all are, then obviously y'all don't want me to see. Y'all probably the damn enemy. Spiritual evolution. Okay, the spiritual evolution card. You see that feather on the head right there? Keeping your mind together. Like this person right now trying to roll up on me, trying to like dishevel the energy. Like, baby, just let it be. Go on about your business. But they like, I'm coming to help. The headache is going away though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a mad headache. Mad achy headache. But they just still sitting there. Let's see what we got. So somebody had love at first sight. To a Queen of Wands. I saw you see something about a Leo. What did you say about being a Leo? I wish I could meet you in real life. I feel like you would be a chill person. I am. Can you see some all because I'm a Leo? I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign as well. And that's a Queen of Wands. That's actually what this is. A Queen of Wands. And that's the truth. So maybe we got a lot in common because spiritually we have a lot in common. Like, what's creeping me out is this person that's sitting right here in this car. Like, why they just sitting in their car? What they doing right there? They scaring me. I don't know. The fact that spirits are everywhere is scary. Like, they be watching you while you sleep or bathe. Yeah, I know. All the time. What can you see? What's something about me if I say something? Sometimes I see future events when I'm sleeping and I want to know if that's weird. That's not weird. That's literally what I do. All I do is see spirits and future events. Came from my ancestors. Ancestors are protecting you, though. Your ancestors are always protecting you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Because something is lodged so deep inside my solar plexus right now. I need to remove it. Because if I don't, it's just going to stay in there. Oh my God, whatever the hell that is, please, somebody destroy that machine. Whoever put that shit on me, go to hell. That shit was annoying. They said they were trying to get the best person for the job. So I think, like I said, my brother and my mother be trying to send me bad energy. Death energy, okay. Rebirth. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, baby fathers, exes. It's like they just want to send you bad energy because they don't want you, the message, that's the message. They just want to send you bad energy because they don't want to see you win. They can't imagine it. Like this lady looking over at me, I'm like, are you helping me? Are you hurting me? Because, all right, It's a lot of hard work that's going to have to go into this transformation for you, because it's a lot of people that don't want to see you make that transformation. It's a lot of people who don't want to see you be a high-ranking, highly respected being in society. They want you to be seen as this sex slave. Like, my family been passing me off as like a sex slave to people. Like, yeah, just touch her sacral chakra, just touch her butt. Yeah, just juice yourself up off of her sexual energy. Just she's nobody. She's not worth it. She's not worthy. Meanwhile, they've been the ones siphoning my energy, trying to look cool in my energy. And that's what this Nine of Swords is, okay? Getting me through these battles. But the Temperance energy, which is a Sagittarius card, is making the right decision. Because you see, this is a peaceful person, but he got a sword. He got that blicky with him. He know how to stab somebody up if he need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, story of my life, being this spiritual person who can see all these things. I'm seeing the people who run the world in my dreams. Like, you, at this point, you're not going to convince me that I'm not who I am. And if it takes all y'all to try to team up and try to control me, it's like, if it takes 20 people in a parking lot to control and contain one person, that would show you that maybe you should stop trying to defeat one person and figure out why you are not working with the one person that it takes 20 people to defeat. Right? Because if I seen 20 men beat up one woman and the woman is still sitting there at peace, I'm going to want to team up with the woman who got more power. I'm not going to keep on going for the weak ass men who trying to rape this woman, stab this woman, choke this woman, fuck this woman, sexually seduce and batter this woman, especially if I'm a woman. I'm not going to be with the team of people who are hurting the womb, especially when the woman's probably pregnant. So you mean to tell me y'all attacking a pregnant woman? But I've had only women pull up to me in the parking lot. So maybe this is a moment of healing where these women are going to work for me, but I don't know. They're white women, Asian women. So I don't know how they feel about the black community and black women being okay. Because see, now I feel like there's something on my third eye. And I don't know where it's coming from. Like, are you sending me good energy? Or are you sending me bad energy? Because like the Asian girl was here and it was fine, but as soon as the white lady rolled up, now it's giving beef. It's like, what's the smoke, sis? What's the smoke? Like, I don't get it. Are you protecting or are you causing problems? Because the animals was trying to protect me. The dog was barking at all the spirits that was over here acting crazy. Y'all just came over here and y'all being like the spirits that's acting crazy. It's a selfish king in the energy. Okay, so you're my brother. He's a fucking bitch. Take his energy right out of there. Go ahead, get out. Bye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more card. I'm white and I think black people are gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Anna. I think white people are gorgeous too. It's a lot of white girls. So I'm like, okay, I see you doing your little squats, boo, with your little hips. White girls be having curvy bodies. That's what I can say. Y'all be having really nice cinched waists and really nice hips. Like, I always see white women with nice wide hips. Like when I used to nanny, they would always have nice hips. Asian women too. Asian women got really nice legs. Like their calves are always really thick and like really like filled out. Like something about their ankle to calf ratio is always really like nice looking. And Hispanic women tend to have really nice asses. Now, they be having them hips. I'm on tonight, you know, my hips. So I have no problem with no women. It's just, if I don't know who the fuck you are, you rolling up on me like, bow, bow, nigga. Like, what the hell? What you want me to do? And also, I haven't been in community with women in so long. Like, I've been living in my car for 9 months, finally getting housing this month. Trying to be reintroduced back into society is like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. How y'all like to connect? So is it through here? Because if I'm pregnant and y'all supposed to have access to my womb, because it's a baby in here. And I don't necessarily want you rubbing on my baby before it's born or its brain is formed. So I'm still learning. But then it's like the solar plexus is like giving off like, I'm from where I actually was born and raised in the same neighborhood. I've been here for 30 some odd years. I mean, I've gone and moved to other areas. I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland, but I've lived in like DC for a little bit. I lived down the street in Briggs, Cheney, but for the most part, I was born and raised here. 6 of Cups says the ancestors are going to be giving you gifts. So you see how each white hand has its own gift for each person. So everybody has a gift. So that's why I'm looking at my brothers and sisters like, why y'all over here trying to worry about what I got going on in my bag when it's like I have my own abundance and my own thing that I'm supposed to be doing for the whole family. you know? And if my thing was to lead the family and a multitude of people into freedom, which is like legit, like, okay, government, pay attention to what I'm doing. Because Donald Trump did this. This is what I would say, right? I had my son for 6th grade go to school all the way up until Christmas, winter break. After that, I homeschooled him for the rest of the year. He was able to watch me work and learn how minds of adults work by being next to me while I was at work. So his IQ level went to that of what an adult is. So it put him on a different playing field than most of his peers. When he went back to school, he was on their grade level and even in honors classes, and still was passing with A's and B's after being homeschooled for 6 months. So I don't know if they've been studying my son, which I believe they have, because my mom was like, he needs to go back to school. I'm getting custody of your son, and I'm making him go back to school. You're a horrible mother. You're not trying to send your kid to school. And when he comes, she said this in front of my son recently, where I was like, oh, he don't need to go to school because the doctor said he had hurt his finger or something. It was like a really bad bruise on his thumb. And the doctor was like, he don't need to go to school for like the next few days. Get him well rested so we can figure out what's going on. Because they were trying to figure out what was going on with him spiritually too. Because they was like, he could telepathically talk to adults. And he's like, yeah, I need you to pay attention to these people and keep an eye. And the doctors will pay attention. They'll be on your side, and they will siphon energy from whoever and be like, who we need to make sure get away from you so you're spiritually and physically healthy. So they said for him to stay home so they could watch him, so they could see who was doing what to him. My mom was like, he needs to go to school right now. He needs to go to school. I'm like, Mom, the doctor said for him to stay home. Why are you trying to force him to go to school? The doctor said for him to stay home. He has a doctor's note. He's excused. I'm the custodial parent. You gave custody back to me. She said this in front of him when I wasn't around. He told me, he's like, Grandma Sherry said that if I move back in with you, then I'm never going to be in school. She could see it already. I'm never going to be in school. And she started complaining. I'm like, why the fuck are you saying stuff like that in front of my son? So you see, like, on this spiritual journey, it's going to be a lot that you're going to have to really uncover about people, where you're going to have to look at people like they're people. If I don't even have a good relationship like that with my mother, based on how she's treating me and my son's relationship and me in general, because she don't see life like how I see life, it's hard for me to connect to women in the real world, because it's like I don't even know how or where I'm supposed to connect, because me and my mom don't think right. Because it's like, if I see my daughter homeschooling her son and he's like on an adult IQ level, I'm like ecstatic, like, wow, your son's a fucking genius. That's my grandson. Bravo. She's like, no, he needs to be in a kid's place, and he shouldn't be able to. Even my grandfather, he just has a way of judging things that just doesn't make sense to him. Like, no, he know that shit ain't right. He like looking at y'all spiritually like, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'm not about to let y'all fuck me in my ass and siphon my energy. I'm not about to let you pull out of my stomach. Like, I know better than that. You're not supposed to do that to me. That's wrong. My son know better. He's learned that he knows better. So when I meet people in public, it's hard for me to connect to these women and stuff, because it's like, I don't even know how to connect to my own mother. Like, based on how she looks at the world, it's versus like, oh, hi, welcome to my womb. Hi, happy, welcome in. It's like, so I don't really have a healthy connection style with the world, because I've realized that my family has always been at odds with the world. So that's why you got to give each other grace when it comes to people's trauma and where they come from, because you don't know how they were raised, their environment. 3 cards just came out. The Lover's card, Ace of Pentacles, which is the offer being made, pregnancy, something of the sort, and abundance. That's why I said with my new son, and that's how you see on this card right here, my son, I always gave him access to his Merkaba, his coin, that golden coin above your head, like your Mario coin. Ding, 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 ding. I always gave him access to his coin. I'm like, that's yours. That's your spiritual abundance. That's you. That's not me. That's you. And then there's another baby down here. So it's like, I always gave my son access to his whole entire abundance. You see there's pentacles all around. That's yours, baby. You did the hard work. I did the hard work so that you could have an easy life. My family don't think like that. They're like, nah, my life was hard. You got to go through the same things as me to understand. You can't have that kind of authority spiritually without going through nothing. I'm like, yes, the fuck you're supposed to. That's what white people do with their kids. They go through it so that their kids know. They teach their kids early so that their kids know. That's why their kids walk in the room with their heads held high. Like they run the motherfucker, because their parents taught them to have that kind of outlook on life. Us people, black people especially, sit your motherfucking ass down. You ain't shit. Just like the dude who I was dating. You ain't even worth 50 cents. You can't even help me make my money back. What the fuck? Because he was talked to like that. So he don't know no better. We gotta change. That's what I was brought here to do, to help lead the change in that. I wasn't here to be like, y'all niggas ain't on shit. I'm a boss. I got money. I got this. I got bitches. I got friends. I got a fucking Ferragamo belt buckle. I wasn't brought into the world for that because I see past all of that. Y'all got to realize there's people who were brought into this world because we see past that. I don't give a fuck if you have 10 million followers. If you not doing right and you not letting people know who you really are, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't care. If you got people and you grouping people up to come follow you and whole time y'all trying to burn souls, unless y'all really got that 555, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if I met the man above you and he said I'm cool, then we should all be cool. It should be no, but I'm not about to sit here and be with y'all to go bully nobody. I'm not about to be in no gang and be like, yeah, I'm banging this and we about to run down on all. Like if a demon come my way, and I'm gonna call y'all, be like, hey, y'all, Ghostbusters. If something's strange and it don't feel good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. But I'm not about to go be like, yeah, so this is their crew, because that shit gonna turn into more of a bloodbath. Like, bruh, I'm gonna just live my life and we gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do God's work. And God sent Jesus down here. Jesus wasn't down here like with a sword out ready to fight. Jesus was down here just speaking the truth. And let those who have eyes see and let those who have ears hear. That was it. Jesus didn't come down here like, yeah, on my father, y'all better get with the program or else. Jesus was just like, you could follow me, you could come to my mass, you could listen to what I say and live like me. Or not. Deuces. So if we're going to be like Jesus, we got to be like Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for Wands, and the story goes, the King of Wands has an imposter syndrome who's going to finally go through a transformation and stop trying to torture these children. This Queen of Wands somehow had love at first sight about this. So something about, I don't know if that's me and my mother, I don't understand the love at first sight card. There's 2 different definitions for that card. So let me go ahead and pull out the book to see what the other definition for the love at first sight card is in that particular situation, because that actually doesn't make sense. See, this is why it's always good to keep your books so you can go back and read when you do use books, right? 8 of Wands. Travel, messages, rapid decisions, problem solving, opportunities, associations of ideas, sudden events, and love at first sight. So, yeah, some kind of message or rapid decision to be made, problem solved. Like, let's fuck, yeah, y'all gotta change that shit around because that shit ain't it, bro. That shit ain't it. For the soul, cup, because Wands deals with family, origins, and spirit. So that would make sense that would be what the family's going through, right? And then soul is water, cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the soul. And it says there's going to be a spiritual evolution that's going to turn you into a never-ending fountain of youth and knowledge and wellness. It's going to be an offer made towards you, though, but you got to be careful because you already got the ocean. Make sure you pay attention to what your family gifts you with. And the message is the person that's perfect for the job to get the job done is going to be the one that's going to lead the pack. Simple as that. It's no fighting for the crown. It's just whoever's meant to do it is going to do it. What's said and done is what's said and done. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the pentacles, which is earth, which is money, abundance. There's a selfish king who's been hard at work for this abundance who's trying to make you an offer. I think that's got to do with that King of Pentacles. I don't know what that. I mean, I might be pregnant, but still, child. Swords is the mind, air. There's going to be a battle. The ancestors got your back, though, and that's the truth. When it comes to major arcana, there's going to be a chariot that's going to take you to your worldly outcome that you want, and it's going to be justice for you finally. It's going to bring you to some star-level energy, some kind of, clout, and it's going to bring you joy and balance. And with the right decision, you're going to make this rebirth and take the love that you deserve. So maybe somebody going to change, and maybe the love's going to happen. I don't know, but point is, it's for me, but it's also for y'all. We're living the same life. If you understand anything about spirituality, we're all reflections of each other. So if you landed in this room, if you're a part of the collective that's here and you have subscribed to the channel, even if you have not subscribed, if you plan on it, you heard this message when you were supposed to hear it because we are aligned in some way, some kind of fashion. So take heed to that and just know, take heed and know. Like, you lined up with me. I met these people. I had that dream about them and the situation and men and these secret societies and them being gay and all that stuff. Seeing situations saying I ain't sucking dick to keep my life, and dude said, well, that's you. I'm like, well, so hold on, you saying you would suck dick to stay alive? Like, oh, what's going on? You know, all these different things that I've experienced just to let you know about certain stuff. It's like, it's not to expose nobody, just to let you know, like, all that clout that people be looking for, people who up there, it ain't what you think it is. Them rappers is being butt broken by somebody. Them people in them high level positions, they being butt broken by somebody. Even right now, I feel like somebody trying to fuck me in my ass. Shit, they was like, oh yeah, you want access to this? My mother even said, well, part of the deal is, and then my son started feeling like he was sinking into the chair trying to like get up, and it felt like, and I felt so bad. I'm like, what the fuck? What deal you talking about, bro? Like, I ain't making no deal. It's like, well, if you wanted to get out of jail, you had to sell somebody's ass, so we put his ass up for grabs. What? I have 7 tattoos. So it's like certain stuff you just be seeing spiritually where it just lets you know, like, certain people ain't right. Like, I know red, I see red, I think about my mom. I see a silver card, I think about my brother. And the fact that those 2 cards popped up, and it's like, now I feel like it's something shoving me far up my ass. I don't trust it. Meanwhile, the other card down there is dark gray, but that's like my grandmother color. She always talk about her color is dark gray. But it's being embodied by 3 women. Those energies. So it's like, is it support or is it not? I don't know. It's for me to find out, you know, but the sky is blue. That's all I can say. Any more messages through the oracle